Well, what a year of anime it has truly been. Crammed with some great shows, a true King's Feast. Now I may have a tidal wave of shows still to watch from 2018, but let's talk about my favourites I finished. The workplace machine can be a cold, brutal and soul-sapping place. As someone working in a call centre, this show doesn't shy away from the monotony that office work entails, while still providing some thoroughly entertaining comedy. The main character we follow is a red panda called Retsuko, who is constantly having grand ideas about getting out of her job and vents through heavy metal karaoke, which is goddamn badass. Watching the office politics and drama between colleagues was also a very entertaining part of the show, with a decent amount of side characters getting a nice amount of growth and development. The show does also cover some workplace romance, but true to the tone, doesn't shy away from the pain it can cause and its complexities. And all this from a Japanese business known for the Hello Kitty mascot. Although a rarer beast in anime, like all good gangster stories, it is a hell of a ride. Bananafish is a slick show with some top animation and fights. There are plenty of twists and turns as gang members battle to obtain a drug named Bananafish. However, what really was one of the most enjoyable parts of the series was the characters. Seeing the American gang leader Ash strike an unlikely friendship with Edgy, a photographer and student from Japan, was a highlight of the series. As these characters become closer and these two worlds become more intertwined, the show does an excellent job of showing Ash's despair when Edgy's life becomes more and more in danger, and Edgy's similar distress for what Ash has to endure, and ultimately, how he is powerless to get him out of this life. With many of the great characters, this is a ride well worth taking. Now, game plots converted to films have not exactly had a great record. However, the Castlevania Netflix series nails the challenging task. The art style has a nice anime-inspired feel with absolutely amazing fight scenes. Our three main heroes' camaraderie is very entertaining to watch, and you really get a sense of their bond growing throughout the series. The portrayal of Dracula is also very interesting and tragic, seeing him gradually become more unhinged with his plan for wiping out humans due to his wife being burnt at the stake. You really get a sense of his pain and how he does ultimately want to die himself as he becomes more and more depressed throughout the series. Definitely a show you need to get your teeth stuck into. Just a little series, totally not popular, but what made Series 3 a saucy dish is its deeper dig into the world and world history, political espionage, and learning more about the Titan powers and the Titan family bloodlines was very interesting. Seeing some of the main characters having to become fugitives and find out where the corruption is coming from in the government is truly entertaining. The animation is top notch as always, with some great sound design, and the different fighting flavours with humans versus humans with their manoeuvring gear leads to some very creative and interesting and tense fights. As we get closer to the burning question of what's in Aaron's basement of the last episode, the hype for the next season is real. Getting one's true feelings across in words is not always the easiest thing to do, and this series expertly explores this in the form of writing. The story starts shortly after there has been a large war between two countries. We follow Violet. Violet was originally trained to be an emotionless killing machine. However, this has caused her to be pretty emotionally stunted and not really able to read other people's emotions. Through a friend of a mage she was commanded by during the war, she became a auto-memory doll, whose responsibility it is to write letters for individuals. The further Violet goes in her journey, the more capable she becomes of understanding human emotions, but she also becomes more tortured by her own emotions about the major who ended up dying during the war and her actions during the war. The show manages to tackle a lot of different characters, from a father dealing with the loss of his daughter and wife to another soldier who has been struggling with injury after the war. All these characters Violet meet are sympathetic, and the situations do hit you hard in the feels, but it never feels overdone. With visuals that are simply breathtaking as well as beautiful music to boot, don't miss this treat of a show.
グラウンド全然いけるからハードル出して。はい。
焦げだもんね。
開いてますよ。
あっち